Yeah.
Spacey.
Spacey, man.
Spacey.
Peace, man.
Peace and love.
Welcome, guys, to another Storeroom review. And today we have something a little bit different for you. Bicycle delay pedal from Catalinbread Effects. And this thing is wacky.
Wacky is definitely the order of the day. It's draws its influence from certain mind-altering substances. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and all that. I wouldn't know anything about any of that, Mum.
I think the appearance alone gives it away.
I like
got that Austin Powers-esque
you could
60s.
You just stare into the LED, it changes colour.
So this is not your everyday delay pedal. I think we should get that out of the way first.
No.
This is not necessarily going to give you your, U2 edge
You
syncopated.
love the edge.
I get him in every video, don't I?
Video.
Or
it's not for Hank Marvin.
No,
sounds.
no. Actually, it encourages you to play in a completely different way.
Yeah.
Because the first thing I did with this pedal, as often, picked it up, played my usual licks and chords and things, and it sounds awful. Awful. It almost is a challenge, which is quite fun, especially if you're trying to write material and stuff like that. You find little hooks and things like we've just been doing for the last 15 minutes. You find things that sound amazing with it and so unique and so different. But yeah, definitely not your average delay pedal. No. Onto some sounds?
Onto some sounds. Let's see what it does, and then we can have a little look at what does what.
I think the key to this one is what it does to the delay, doesn't it? The actual repeats themselves are heavily modulated, pitch shifted. So the simplest demo we can do of this is just...
And you can make it go the other way as well. So you can either take off or sync, I suppose.
And because the pitch is all over the place, that's what sounds weird. If you try and play anything too busy or it kind of sounds out of tune, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a...
Sounds like wind chimes
or Doctor Who or something.
Doctor Who, exactly. I think this, for that self-modulation, self-oscillation thing, I think this is probably the most fun I've ever had with a delay pedal.
Pretty good.
I sat in a room the other day for about 15 minutes. I didn't think I even played the guitar. I just sat there with that, got it oscillating, turned the knobs, and it sounded like the roof was falling in.
Yeah.
Two hours later.
Are you quite finished?
I could do that all day. I could do that all day. You've got 5 controls, all of which are labelled somewhat uniquely.
Yeah, you have lucidity, reflect, radiance, mood, and expanse.
Would you mind telling the good people at home what that all means?
Right, if I can remember correctly. Expanse is your delay time, so you turn it one way, you don't get... You get kind of a slapback sound all the way the other way.
Right.
More room.
Yep.
So that's your expanse. Lucidity is your blend, so all the way one way is complete all delay.
Right.
And all the way around the other way. takes it out.
Right, yeah.
So just how you're wet and dry essentially. Reflect is the amount of repeats.
So that's
if you
one.
crane that all the way up, then it does that self-oscillation thing and goes on forever. The two controls you won't find on any other delay pedal are the mood and the radiance control.
Right, okay.
Now
Radiance. Radiant.
Radiance.
Shoot. Radiant.
Radiance is like the bloom on the note as well. So if you turn it all the way down, it sounds a lot darker. So turn it about halfway.
Yeah. Right, okay,
If I turn it all the way up, you'll gets brighter and brighter.
Right, okay, yeah.
So we'll leave it in the middle for now.
So kind of like you get it on
Like a
some
tone.
reverbs.
I suppose it's a bit like a tone control,
Almost, yeah.
really. I suppose is the closest way you can describe it. And then your mood control decides where your repeats go. So if they go up or down in pitch.
Right, okay, yeah.
So you can try and get it right somewhere slap in the middle, and it does almost nothing.
Still kind of going up.
Yeah.
There you go.
So it plays pretty difficult to dial in on the fly. But you have to set it there for all your traditional sounds.
Right, okay.
But this is not a pedal for traditional sounds. So if you turn it one way or the other, you start to get all that weird and wonderful colour. And then down it sounds a lot darker.
Yeah. Things like that.
Yeah.
We were mucking around, weren't we? And we just started jamming on that. And that's the cool thing about this pedal, because it's so wacky. It's definitely going to inspire you to write different things, play in different styles, because you can't play the normal stuff that you would.
Some of the slapback stuff's pretty cool.
That was good.
That's very War of the Worlds, isn't it?
It is. So there you go, guys. If any of you have made it to the end of this video, not tuned out, there wasn't much guitar playing today, but still, a closer look, hopefully, at a very, very cool pedal and something a bit different. So, until next time.
Laters.
What's another sci-fi theme?